to this beat.
Welcome to an emergency broadcast of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, sometimes twice a day. And today was twice because we got some good news. We have a good one today, y'all. So for the new ones here who just gonna be tuning in to Captain Will for the first time, we got a good one. We are doing a shot. It is shot o'clock. It's time to celebrate because we got a new Gamecock. We have a new Gamecock, and we already knew. If you rock with Captain Will, you already knew Madina Agot was going to be a South Carolina Gamecock. It was just a matter of time. And that matter of time has happened tonight, right before 2100 hours. So we doing that shot glass. Got tipsy in Florida. This is from Tampa, Florida. This is what, when we was in the Final Four situation. And the shot glass actually does tips over. So in honor of the one and only Madina Agot, who is now officially a South Kakalaki Gamecock, a member of the three-time national champions. We're doing a shot of Tito's tonight. So you get your beverage of choice. I will wait. Get your beverage of choice. Get your water. I was drinking Minute Maid lemonade, and I ain't no drinking no Minute Maid lemonade tonight. We're doing some Tito's homemade vodka in the house. But you got to do that. You can do some water. You do some milk. You do some Ensure. You do some Bright and Early. Whatever your drink of choice tonight, it's on you. It is on you. But we got a good one today, y'all. Woo! So we've been waiting. Adam Ritter, we got one. We got a 6'6" big from Mississippi State. We got a player who averaged 11 points, 10 rebounds. We got a player who's number one in the SEC in field goal percentage. We got a player who averaged about 21 minutes per basketball game. We got a player who was number one in total rebound percentage. We got a player who was second in the conference of the Southeastern Conference in defensive rating. We have a player who was fourth in rebounds per basketball game. Did I mention that she only played 21 minutes per basketball game and she was still fourth in rebounds per basketball game? We got a player who was seventh in block percentage. We have a baller for the South Carolina women's basketball team. We have what we've been waiting on. Because Ta'Niya Latson is a tremendously stupendous, great guard and one of the best basketball players in college. But what we needed during the Final Four this past season, what we needed in the Elite Eight, in the Sweet 16, and what we needed in the conference tournament, what we needed was a 6'6" veteran player who can ball. Madina Agot is the player, and that if you carve out a post player for Dawn Staley, this is what you get. Number 2 in defensive rating. Number 2. So we getting one of the best defenders in the SEC on this basketball team. Let's begin with that. We have a intimidating. We have a rim protector. We have all those things. Defense first. Rebound in second. She was first in total rebound percentage. And for the ones who don't understand, like, what does total rebound percentage mean? We're talking about percentage. So she only played about 21, 22 minutes per basketball game. But when she was on the court, she was number one in the SEC in terms of getting them rebounds. Number one. So if you put her minutes-wise against a player like Anissa Morrow, you put her minutes-wise against players who played 35, 36 minutes per basketball game, Madina Agot would be number one because her percentage, total rebound percentage, was number one in the SEC. So you got a player like Chloe Kitts, who was number 4 in the SEC in total rebound percentage. You got legitimately, right now, you got legitimately the best rebound in basketball front court, potentially in the country, for sure in the SEC. For sure. There was a rebounding issue for Carolina, especially defensive rebounding, the whole year. We was in either midway or bottom tier in terms of defensive rebounding percentage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is over. That is done. We have a player who can rebound the basketball. We have a player who is first in field goal percentage. Number one. So we were looking at those easy baskets. That is what we was looking for. We was looking at those easy baskets that we normally get as South Carolina women's basketball fans. We didn't get them. It was a lot of work. We look at those easy assists. Raven just throw the ball down to them and they do a couple moves and they score. We back to that. Agot can and will do that. I mentioned before that how great rebounding this team will be. When you average 21 minutes per game and you're a 4th in the conference in terms of rebounds per basketball game, you're something special. And she's special. I'm excited. I'm overjoyed of what this basketball team can and will be this upcoming season. I'm good. I'm set. We got Latson and we got Agot. We have the big that we wanted. I know some folks were talking about, we don't want. Some folks wanted, Soraya Williams. Some folks did. They're like, get Soraya Williams. No, I'm good. We have a Soraya Williams. Her name is Chloe Kitts. Real talk. That similar players. Same size, 6'2". Only difference is Soraya Williams' offense revolved around her at Wisconsin, where she had the highest usage rate in the country. And this is a conference that in the Big Ten where you got Juju Watkins playing in it. And Williams still had the highest usage rate. No, we don't need that on this basketball team. We good with that. We needed a player who was 6'5", 6'6", where Adhel Tac can come along slowly. Now she come along slowly. She can be that backup. She can be that backup big. Now it's not pressed for her. Because you can easily say that you start Madina Agot, you start Chloe Kitts, you have Joyce Edwards, Ashlyn Watkins, and you have that rotation of 4 players. You still got Maryam Dauda, who has performed very well. Matter of fact, we're gonna lean into Maryam Dauda before we lean into Ashlyn Watkins, because we do not know how that injury is going to go. We don't know. We have no idea how that's going to go. What we do know, as this basketball player in Agot, is going to bring size. It's going to bring rebounding. 2 things that was sorely missed on this basketball team. I got tired of the narrative talking about Camila Cardozo. We missing Camila Cardozo. We don't have a big. Well, damn, nobody had a 6'7" big other than Sedona Prince and Lauren Betts. What, 6'4", 6'5"? That is uncommon. That is unnatural. That is not the norm in women's basketball of a player that size and can play. Because you got some bigs that do 6'6", across the land. But can they play? Agot can play, and she's already in the SEC. She's already played against South Carolina. She's already played against all those teams. Now she's got to be and Mississippi State was a good basketball team. Mississippi State made the tournament. They're a good basketball team. Now she's got to be a component, not the component, but a component, a part of the engine to this team. We ain't dependent on Agot to have sensational numbers. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Not at all. This is I wish basketball started tomorrow. I'm telling you like this right here. I'm so happy. And the girls are doing the Gamecocks gala and looking all pretty and stuff. And I just saw a tweet. Raven got some type of academic award, and Joyce got the freshman of the conference a year, something in female and stuff. And it's just so great. Just so great for this basketball teams, and so many blessings and so many great things are happening for this basketball team. And Madina Agot is the component on this April 21st that's really got me going. Let's go through a few questions tonight. Let's go through a few questions and comments. James Whitmore said, we got another anchor. Yes, we do. My brother. Yes, we do. We got another anchor to this basketball team. In my humble opinion, you have the anchor of this basketball team. You have one of the best defenders in the conference, which means if you one of the best defenders in the conference, you are one of the best defenders in the country in Madina Agot. The last line of defense before the basket. That's what we have with her. So in some type of situation, because there were some too many free passes to the rim this year. It was too many, and Fagan would get in foul trouble. Chloe trying to protect the rim at 6'2". It just wasn't enough. Joyce wasn't ready defensively. Adhel wasn't ready physically. Just too many things, right? So now we got a player that we can trust who's going to be that defensive anchor. And James Whitmore, you make an awesome point. Aaron, well, it's done. LOL. Now we look complete. Show you right. This looks like Carolina basketball. Having a player at this size and this defensive help and this rebounding are what we've been used to for quite some time. And we have that. And then when she goes, because I'm not sure with the eligibility and when she was playing overseas, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say how many years of eligibility she had, because I don't really know. I don't know. I know she's gonna be playing with us this year. I know that, and that gives Adele another year to get right and ready physically, mentally, emotionally, all those different things. We had a conversation earlier show. We was talking about Olivia Edwards and what she would bring to South Carolina women's basketball team in the class of 2026. Can't wait for her. Can't wait to see what Ashlyn Watkins look like this year. But if Watkins ain't looking right or ain't ready or well until December, girl, don't play. Don't play. Come back the following year and play. You got somebody like Sedona Prince, played 12 years in college. Don't even trip like that. Nope. Get yourself ready and able to ball. But in terms of Madina Agot, so we got some, we're going to, what's the place? Los Angeles in November to see who the real SC is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm from the folks in LA, the folks who follow Southern Cal basketball. Y'all don't want no parts of South Carolina in November. None. You lost your damn near half your team, probably over half your team. Your best player, one of the best players in the country, and Juju Watkins won't be there. Kiki Irfin is gone. Two of your best shooters is gone. You got Kennedy Smith, who I like a whole lot. You got Jazzy Davidson, incoming freshman, the number one player in the country. Not Aaliyah Chavez, huh? Coming in, but you don't want no parts of no soccer. You don't want none of this. No. Where my fans at? Ernest Branch said Christmas will come early. Merry Christmas. We're going to be good, y'all. We're going to be good. And it's not a situation that everybody better be happy. Everybody be happy. I want to know no stuff now. I don't want to hear nothing about this basketball team. Nothing. We got all we got right now. Everything we got right now, we are good to win the chip next year. We're good. For sure, the Final Four. We are good. We got a big who can play. We got the best scorer in basketball. We got so much talent returning back. We got 2 5-star recruits coming in. I mean, come on. I'm good. I'm good. Would it be nice to get Gianna from Utah? It would be really, really nice. It would be fine. It'd be great. But this team is constructed right now with these players, these transfers, the two 5-star recruits, McDonald's All-Americans coming in. These 4 new players to this basketball team. I'm straight. We straight. Mm-hmm. Because this is the thing, right? You gotta have okay, so Tessa Johnson will be better. Okay? Tessa will be better. Okay. Joyce Edwards will be better. She was already elite offensively. Elite. She'll be better defensively. Chloe, who will be first team all SEC, will be better. Maryam Dauda will be better. Adhel Tac will be better. Maddy McDaniel, trust and believe. Maddy is going to be the truth this year. Not truth, T-R-U-T-H, truth, T-R-U-F-F, truth. Trust me. I ain't never been as sure as anything else about talking about South Carolina women's basketball other than Maddy McDaniel is going to be special this year. Sheila Simmons said, yes. Welcome, Madina Agot. Sharon Hannah, cheers. I still got a little bit left. Jency Rules, God is great, Captain. Show is. Marietta, love the potential Agot. I love the potential in Agot, but I love I mean, she's a veteran. She's playing for our basketball team. She's playing, Lisa Boulder got a post player who she can. Oh, I know they are having a good old time. And then, the announcement was this early afternoon, and then it happened at, 2,100 hours. Yeah, my audience was going to sleep. My middle-aged audience was going to sleep. We're getting ready for the next day. My audience get up at 5 a.m. for whatever reason. I don't know. But, you talking about committing that 2,100 hours, we got to grab some new folks because half my audience sleep. Snoring, slobbering right now. Wake them up. Wake them up. It's shot o'clock. Wake them up. Devin Odom, this is exceptionally great news and knew it would happen. Somebody take a shot for me because I got work in an hour. See? Devin Odom, get ready to go to work. Somebody do a shot for him. I ain't got no more in this room. Ain't got no more. But somebody take a shot for Devin Odom and be safe out there working too. This is spectacular news. James Whitmore, whether Full Wiley stay or go, we are definitely contenders. I'm just glad Don didn't wait to see what Full Wiley was going to do. We're playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. And James Whitmore, thank you for the comment. As always, the Full Wiley narrative is gone. She will be. She's gonna go somewhere. It might be LSU. Love my Malaysia Full Wiley. I do. And rocking over to the 8th grade, but we're turning that chapter. We're moved on. We going with what we got right now, and what we got right now, as it's constructed, is a sensational basketball team. Right now, you saw how she was having a great time. We talk about Madina Agot right now. We saw how she was having a great time with our fellow Gamecocks. You saw it. You saw it. The joy, the happiness. Oh, so happy. RM says she will be sensational. Reggie, this is a major get cap. Well, it's huge. This is huge. And again, she's not on. Last time I checked, she wasn't even top 25 in transfer portal. It was in transfer portal. There's a whole bunch of guards, and this is about ESPN. So you don't you take all this stuff with a grain of salt. Okay. Y'all know how I feel about that. But with that being said, she was the best, in my humble opinion, option for the South Carolina women's basketball team in the post. Now, they had Kate Koval, who I really loved, and who was ranked higher in the transfer portal, and I wanted her to be a Gamecock when she was being recruited last year. I did. I loved me some Kate Koval. Now, she transferred over to LSU. Surprise to me. That blew my mind, but she's an excellent basketball player, and she's 6'5". And she has now she's the one that we can say about the potential. But Madina Agot is a veteran in the SEC. She's played. And now we just gotta fix the tweaks. Gotta round out the edges for her. And then we open the season in November. This newfangled team that we have. Now, Dawn said she's going to be aggressive in the transfer portal. Dawn could have easily rested on her laurels. Who came up with that saying? What the hell is laurels? What is that? But you rest on them? Rested on their laurels and stayed put in the transfer portal. Because of the talent that we have on this basketball team. She could have easily did that. But no. Dawn went out and got one of the best defenders in the country. One of the best rebounders in the country. The best scorer in the country for this basketball team that are returning. How many McDonald's All-Americans? So many. JJ, thank you for the tip. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Agot, Watkins, and Kits on the floor is scary. Agot, Watkins, and Chloe in the game at the same time would be. I'm gonna be straight up to you right now. This is straight up. If Watkins return like Watkins was, and you have Agot, Watkins, and Chloe in the game, along with Raven Johnson, Ta'Niya Latson in the game at the same time, that is the best defensive team in the country, bar none. The best defensive team in the country. Now, with this basketball team, you can be more flexible. You can have more, you can mix and match because you don't have to be. Being the best defensive team was not going to win us a championship last season. It was not. And being the best defensive team this upcoming season is not going to win us a championship. It ain't. It's not. Because we didn't score enough points against some of the better offenses. So as good as defense is, which we were a top 10 defense all season long. It was a top echelon defense, and this was without our best defender, Ashlyn Watkins, who didn't play majority of the season. Now you have the pieces to be an elite defense while being an elite offense. Whoever said that about the South Carolina women's basketball team? Now, this is talking about even when we win championships, where Carolina's offense was elite. Now, if we go back through offensive ratings and things like that, Carolina has especially championship years, has been really, really great. And through a good portion of the season, Carolina was top 5 in terms of offensive rating. That started slowing down in the tournament. It slowed down some. NCC tournament was good. We still beat everybody by double figures, but that still was not Carolina basketball. There was several games this season where we're like, what's up with offense? What's up with offense? Well, when you got players who are versatile, like Latson, Agot, Tessa, Maddy, Ayla, Joyce, bro, and having a 6'6" player that you're gonna have to double team down low. You have to double team her down low. Dawn's still gonna work outside in, inside out, whatever I'm trying to say. She's still gonna do it, but you got to double team. So this is the problem that we had with South Carolina this year. You didn't double team down low for us. So when you didn't double, because it was no Camila Cardozo, there was no Aaliyah Boston, there was no, Asia. You didn't have to double team. And when you don't have to double team, you can shade your coverage to Powell, who wasn't getting those open looks. So it don't matter what she's shooting. If she's not getting open looks, it don't matter. With Tessa, it don't matter. She's not getting those open looks, which slowed down our offense. But now you got Agot, who you have to double team, because if you do not double team, you know good and well that Raven Johnson's going to figure out a way for her to get the ball. She played with Camila Cardozo for years and years and years. She know how to get a big, the basketball. So when you double team Agot, You got Latson, you got Tessa, you got Agot, you got so many. But what you needed, you needed Joyce to have space, right? You needed Joyce to have space. No, they double teaming the freshman. Okay, they double teaming our freshman phenom. Joyce in single coverage this upcoming season is going to be stank. It's going to be straight stank. I'm talking about funky. You are. It's a problem. I don't know how many points Joyce Edwards is going to average this year. She averaged 13.2 points this season, and in the last quarter of the season, she was getting double teamed. What happens when you play Joyce and Agot at the same time when you cannot double team Joyce Edwards? What happens then? How many open jumpers is Tessa Johnson going to hit? How many open jumpers is Agot McCurr going to hit? Because she can hit that three. Do not have a situation where Gianna comes from Utah. Please don't have that situation. If Gianna comes to this basketball team, as it's currently constructed, we don't need to have the season next year. I don't give a damn what UConn has, LSU has, Notre Dame. I don't care what basketball team is out there. If Gianna comes to this basketball team and commits this week, because she's going to make a commitment this week. If she commits this week to South Carolina, you ain't no need to have a season. Don't have a season. I'm saying it right now. If Gianna commits to South Carolina this week, we're going undefeated. South Carolina literally has no flaws if Gianna commits to this basketball team. I hope that's the selling point. That, girl, you're going to get a national championship. No flaws. Offensively, defensively, if this was football, special teams, no flaws. None. I don't care what team it is. South Carolina undefeated. And then there goes the Southern Cal. We're going to beat them by 20. That goes to that tournament and that round robin tournament for NIL money in Vegas. We're playing three top-rated teams. I don't care. If she joins this basketball team, it is not fair for women's college basketball. It ain't fair. Because you got too many shooters and you got a double team of God. Gianna's averaged 19 points per basketball game. Shot over 50% from the field and 45% from three. Are you serious? Are you serious? It's not even fair. And along with last week, we averaged 25.2 points per basketball game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. If Gianna commits this week, I'm going to lose my damn mind. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. I got to sneeze, but it won't come out. It came out. Bless me. Michelle Malone said, I have no words for what's about to happen this coming basketball season. Let me go ahead and get my tickets. If the tickets was on sale right now, well, you can get those LA tickets. Those have been on sale. I got those. What month is this? It's April. I think I got those in March. So you get those tickets. So, it's April 21st. Go to get them tickets for LA. This is the Crypto Arena, the old Staples Center and Arena. Yeah, where the Lakers play and the Sparks play. Yeah, get those. Emmanuel Brunson said, Yana Moore would be a good fit for South Carolina. We don't get that player from Utah. She would be a nice fit. She would. But Yana is the one I want. She is the one I want. Adam, we got 2. Now we need another guard to replace Fulwiler. Didn't get Chloe's sister. Brother, you asked for a whole lot. You asked for a whole lot, man. We don't. The guard to replace Fulwiler is Maddy. Okay, that is the guard to replace Fulwiler. Maddy McDaniel. We have the guard to replace her. That is already in the house. That was why Maddy was recruited. Okay, Maddy was recruited to take over for Raven. Okay, if you don't know, that's why Maddy was recruited to the South Carolina women's basketball team to take over for Raven. Maddy was a number 13 ranked overall recruit in her class and number 2 ranked point guard. So. Okay, so let's be clear with that. So, in actuality, Malaysia Fulwiler in her 18 minutes will be filled by Maddy McDaniel. Yes, she will. Very well. Okay, so that part is is complete. Getting Gianna is like in some aspects is replacing Powell to a certain degree because she is an excellent shooter. She got bigger size. She's 6 foot, but that's pretty much what is doing if she came here. Now I said that Ta'Niya Latson was feeling Powell because she's going to be starting her in her spot alongside Raven, and Powell played 25 minutes and Latson played 30 minutes in college at Florida State her junior year, but it's all minutes. It is what it is. Now, in terms of Chloe's sister, Kylie, Kylie is basically, she redshirted at Florida, so she'll be a freshman this year. So this right here would be actually when Kylie would have been coming to college. She graduated early. I'm talking a year early, and showed up at Florida to redshirt, got bigger, faster, stronger, and bounced. So when you're getting, whoever gets Kylie are going to get a player who's physically ready to play the game of basketball. And she's 6'4". Now, if Kylie came to South Carolina, she will be playing. Adam, I got to be clear with you. If she came to South Carolina, she'll be playing behind a number of players. She'll be playing behind Chloe. She'll be playing behind Joyce. She'll be playing behind Ashlyn. She'll be playing behind Maryam Dauda. She'll be playing behind Adhel. Okay? That's how it goes. It'll be cool. I'm not gonna say in front. Devin Odom. Speaking of transfers, Lennon Jones from UCLA going to Southern Cal. Very interesting. She went to the UCLA. She went across the street and going to Southern Cal. That is like, I'm the only comparison I can give is Fool while they went to Clemson. Although Clemson sucks as a women's basketball team, although that would be the only comparison. She went to Clemson and did that. But UCLA and Southern Cal are powerhouses. So that's a trip. And so now when we play bets next year, she won't cook and we won't have to double LOL. We won't have to double bets. And bets didn't kill us. London Jones killed us. Kiki Wright killed us. They killed us. They beat us down. Jonathan McQueen, revenge show, want all the smoke. Let's go Gamecocks. Jonathan McQueen, I think we got to get a new motto. Revenge show is done. We got to get something else. We on this tour right here is called a whoop ass tour. That's the name of it. I don't know. You can put that on a t-shirt. Whoop ass tour. I'm not quite sure. Might not be appropriate. Your t-shirt says whoop ass. I'm not sure. But somebody need to get up one. John Emmanuel Brunson, do you think Moore for Vanderbilt would be a fit for South Carolina? Yes, she would be a nice fit. She'd be a nice fit. I think she averaged 12 points per basketball game. A nice addition she would be. And anytime you transfer within the conference, I'm always interested in. I really am. I'm really interested when you transfer in the conference because you are bringing a certain game, a more developed game to us versus going outside the wire. That's an old Army term. Go outside the wire and get somebody. Was another reason why I wanted Madina Agot versus Williams of Wisconsin. I know what she can do. I know the level of competition that she played against. I know Mississippi State was a good basketball team. I know. Jay Service, hellos, Captain Will and Gamecock fam. What's up? What's good? Larry Gaines, Madina Agot is what we needed to climb that championship mountain. If we would have had, if Madina Agot was on this team when we played UConn, would we have won? No. I got to be clear with that. If Madina Agot was on this basketball team, we would not have beaten UConn. UConn was great. This was a great basketball team. They were number one in offense and number one in defense. They were great. They were number one in net ranking. and y'all know how I do. I believe completely in net rankings. And UConn were a great basketball team, and they had the number 1 overall pick in the WNBA draft. She was sensational her career. In the tournament, especially against us, AZ Fudd dominated us. Dominated. It was tough to watch. Tough to watch. Now, with that being said, the addition of Latson and Agot to that roster that we had just a few weeks ago, I believe would have beat UConn because we couldn't score the basketball. We had a tough time scoring the basketball. You add Latson to that team, you got difference makers on that basketball team. One stat that we're gonna love about Ta'Niya Latson, it's not the 3-point shooting. That is not it. It's not the 5 rebounds or the 5 assists. That ain't it either. What we're gonna love about her is shooting 82, 83% from the free throw line, and she averaged 8 free throw attempts per basketball game. 8. That is, and you shooting 80%, 82%, you're gonna get that's an additional 6 points, 6 or 7 points per game. We didn't have nobody on our basketball team who can draw fouls like that. No one. Not Raven, not Bree, not Powell, Malaysia, Tessa, no one who could draw fouls like that. Maddy could to a certain degree, but she didn't play the minutes. That is going to be we got to be so mindful of those hidden points that she gets. That is what makes a player like Juju Watkins great. She gets to the free throw line. So instead of averaging 14, 15 points, she's averaging 22, 23 points. Because going to the free throw line and able to make those shots. We didn't have that ability on this basketball team from nobody. No one to get points when the clock is stopped. If she's able to do that this season for us, that is unlocking a key that we ain't had. We did not have. So you go into a basketball game, if you averaging 8 attempts per game, so you averaging 6, maybe 6.5, makes per basketball game. So you're talking about, we round it up into 7. That's 7 points from the beginning of the game. That's already at Latson's footstep, whatever it's called. Already. Because she's going to get those points from the free throw line. Then she can shoot 34% from 3. Then she can shoot a solid field goal percentage. That is why I'm so happy that we got her. Those unseen points that Carolina had to work hard for. Now, we shot a really nice percentage this year. And you can say that because of Chloe, who shot a great percentage. You can say that from Sanaya, who shot a great percentage. Both of those players went to the free throw line. Joyce, who shot a great percentage. But our guards, for the most part, did not go to the free throw line. I think Powell averaged maybe less than 1 free throw per game. Less than 1 free throw per basketball game. Breezy shot 38% from 3 for the season. Shot 67% from the free throw line. She did not go to the free throw line. And even for Powell shot about 74% from free throw line because they didn't go to the free throw line. So the volume is so small. Raven didn't shoot a great free throw percentage. You got a player who is a part of her game, and Ta'Niya Latson. I'm so excited about everything that's going on with this basketball team. Joe Smith said, boom. That's all he said, boom, exclamation mark. J-Doll 2654, this team will punish everyone this upcoming season. Brother, I can't wait. I can't wait for everything to transpire for this basketball team. I can't wait. Why do I not think that this is over, though? This ain't over. I know Adam Ritter asking for the world. No, we're gonna get Gianna, we're gonna get Kylie, we're gonna get we're gonna get everybody come to South Carolina. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Now it's just gravy. Now everything is some hot sauce on the chicken. That's all it is now. And that's how I see Gianna. Hot sauce. Hot sauce on our pig feet. Not the pig feet. The hot sauce on that joint. Is what's that thing called? What's that thing called? Chitlins. That was the hot sauce and chitlins. My wife loves some chitlins. I don't think she loves chitlins though. She be talking that mess. You know how people talk about, I love me some chitlins. I just don't like the smell of it because chitlins stink. But I love me some chitlins. Man, she loves the chitlin. I don't like chitlin, but she loves chitlin, but it probably ain't chitlins in years. You know what I love? I love cheeseburgers. I do. Love them. I need to stop eating them as much as I do. But I love cheeseburgers. I eat a lot. Somebody, you say you love something that you do. Nobody love no chitlins. You need to stop that mess. But this is what it is. That's Gianna. Put the hot sauce on that thing. If she shows up, commits to South Carolina, we're gonna be overjoyed. Make no mistake about that. We're doing somersaults and cartwheels and all those different things because we said we done. It's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You got coaches out there right now with Kim Mulkey, and they're gonna have Williams. I'm gonna say she's gonna be there. If they get Williams and they got you already got Kate Koval, they get they mess around and have Malaysia. You going LSU. Well, LSU, y'all ain't beat us in 17 years. I still don't think y'all gonna do it again this year, even if y'all get those players. I'm just saying. Elaine Cambridge, thank you for the tip. Thank you. If we can get Gianna Cap, we'll be a super team. Yeah, I agree with you completely. It's a wrap. It's done. Aaron, in my opinion, we have the best roster on paper coming into the 25-26 year so far. I'm going to have to do an analyzation of that statement that you said, but right now, I would say so. Right now, I would say so. Country Notary, let's go. Lots of exclamation points and marks and fires and all those other things. Chris Brown said, Maddy McDaniel must get heavy minutes this year, regardless of who comes in or stays. Chris, absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It is the truth. It's the truth. She has to get those things. She got to get minutes. She has to get minutes this year. It goes without saying. Philip Harris, I have to wait until tomorrow to take that shot. LOL. Javon Jones. Can we put that drink down? Oh, snap. Okay. All right. So we got some names. With all due respect, Catch These Hands tour. I like that one. Catch These Hands. F Around and Find Out tour. I like that one too. Dawn Knows Best tour. Dawn's Daycare Gone Wild tour. Ooh, that's some good ones. Those are some good ones. I like those. Those are sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, we as Gamecock fans, fams, whatever you want to call ourselves, on April 21st, 2025, we are in a situation of very good aura. We're in a situation of good things happening for this basketball team. We are in the midst of a dynasty. And a dynasty, you don't have to win a championship every year. No. You got to win a championship every year. So this era is much different than when Gino was winning all those championships back to back and all that stuff. Because women's basketball has grown so much since that time. And Gino and Pat Summitt, Carolyn Peck. We can go down the list who has something to do with that. This era of transfer portal, NIL, maintaining a NIL budget is so difficult for coaches to deal with. So you have the task, in some cases of filling your roster every single year, because you're going to lose 4, 5, 6 players. UCLA lost 6 players to their basketball team. 6 players to a team that went to the Final Four. 6 players from a team that was number 1 a good portion of the year. 6. And all 6 of those players have committed to other teams. Few things that we should be happy for our basketball team that doesn't happen to most squads, especially top-level talent in women's college basketball. South Carolina lost 1 player. 1 player to the transfer portal. We can make the case, and it's not hyperbole, it's not a, it's nothing like that. That Carolina, with the departure of Tina Pow, of Breezy Hall, of Sanaya Fagan, of Sakima Walker, you can make the case, Malaysia Fulwali, you can make the case that this team with Latson, with Agot, with Agot McCurr, and Ayla McDowell is much better than the last iteration we had. The last iteration that we had that won the SEC regular season, that won the SEC championship, that went to the Final Four, went to the final championship game, that had 3 players picked in the second round. And, second round of WNBA, we had 3 players in the top 21. Okay? 3 of them in the top 21. That this team is better. And that's April 21st. So we don't know who else is going to be added to this basketball team. We don't. If we get another shooter, that'd be tremendous. That'd be amazing. That'd be great for our basketball team. If Latson went to the draft, Latson would have been a top 5 overall pick in this year's WNBA draft. Top 5. Top 5, top 6 for sure. Now, I know they got these international players who I don't know nothing about. Yeah, 3 out of the top 10? Tripped me out, too. But she's a bucket getter. When she goes to the draft next year, she'll be a top 3 overall pick in next year's 2026 WNBA draft, and she'll be a Gamecock. She will be picked high. Chloe will be picked high. Raven will be picked. Not sure where she'll be picked. Probably in the late teens, early 20s, much like Breezy and Fagan was. This Ogot will be picked because she's gonna have a great year this year for South Carolina, and it's gonna be and with Dawn Staley's reputation, because John really makes these general managers work. Because the body of work is small. You got to project, you got to forecast, you got to see. You have to see, because you're not getting 35 minutes per basketball game from these ladies. So the sample size is small, so you really got to do your research. You really got to dig deep. You got to open that notepad up and see how these players project. Sparks general manager said it nicely. Sanaya Fagan is a pro. She just didn't play all those minutes. Sanaya Fagan is projected to have a much better pro career than she had in college. Now, these ladies got to make the teams, and it'd be awesome, amazing if all 3 made their prospective teams. Indiana, LA, and Atlanta. Especially for me, because I want to see all of them play. All of them against each other. This team is special, and I get upset when with the criticism that Dawn Staley gets. I really do. It irks me. It works my nerves. It just, because they would find ways to put kinks in the armor of Dawn Staley when kinks don't even exist. Oh, Dawn can't win unless she have great players. Well, nobody can win unless they have great players. You think Gino would have won if he didn't have Paige Beckers and Sarah Strong, AZ Foote? Hell no, he wouldn't have won. You think LSU wouldn't have won if they didn't have Angel Reese on that basketball team and Flajay and Anissa Morrow? They wouldn't have won. You got to have great talent on the basketball team in order to win championships. You have to. You have to. But teams, programs, dynasties like Dawn Staley, where the players don't even leave. And the rumor is true that Malaysia didn't want to leave, we would have had no transfers. If those rumors are true, nobody would have left South Carolina. In this midst of going to get the bag, it tells me a few things. It tells me that it's already been advertised, already has been told in the recruiting cycle that A, B, and C players are ahead of you because they were top 5, top 10 recruits in their class as well. So it's understood. It means you're going to work your ass off to get to where they are. So it's nothing promised. It's nothing given to you. And what was the statement that Dawn said? Basically, I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember exactly how she said it, but she says that superstar players got, I don't know, whatever it's saying, the way they practice isn't the way they expect to play or something. I can't remember. Sorry I even brought it up. Somebody correct me on that. What she's saying is players are being given stuff without putting the effort in order to get those things. Not in South Carolina. Not in South Carolina. And I love that part about Coach Staley and the coaching style, that you actually have to work. You actually put in effort. A lot of stuff going on in NIL with the football stuff and college football, and I ain't gonna name no names and things like that. But you got a lot of players in the transfer portal right now who's asking for an exorbitant amount of money. And then once you put your worth out there, you see like, oh snap, I'm not getting, well, I'm not gonna get what I think I'm worth in the NIL space. There might be a time where Carolina has 3, 4, 5 people in the transfer portal. Might be a time. Might be a time while I'm covering the South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions. It might be. But I tell you right now, it ain't this year. It wasn't last year. It wasn't a year before that. Because if you tell a player, it all goes back to what you're telling these players and their parents. You got to work. You don't work, you don't eat. You don't work, you don't play. You got to work. Because somebody out there is working hard, trying to get your spot that ain't even given. There's only a couple spots that's going to be given to South Carolina to a certain degree because of what they put in already. And what they have on paper, what their resume say. And that's going to be Raven. That's going to be Latson. That's going to be Chloe. Those 3 have proven. I'm letting you know right now, Raven Johnson is going to have an unbelievable year this year. Raven Johnson will come in the best shape of her life this year. Raven has her homegirl playing beside her where they won multiple state championships. They are going to run and run some more. And her numbers are going to be sick. The narrative that Raven got this year pissed me off for one. We had a lot of our own family talking negative about Ray. I expect this team to be absolutely unreal this year. I don't know if I'm doing the show tomorrow. I've been talking for two and a half hours. This show and the previous show. But if Dawn Staley do some stuff tomorrow that makes me want to come on, we're going to come on and talk all about it and hopefully do another shot. This includes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man. I'm your man. I'm your man. Captain Will, make sure you like, make sure you share. If you ain't a subscriber, if you watching me from Twitter or you new to the thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell a so-so, whoever it is, about Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, because you're not rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will.